Ses 1 2 3. Okey. Şimdi misafirim vardı, o yüzden bir haftadır falan oynayamıyorum. En son Jill ve Clive arasında ufak bir yakınlaşma görmüştük. Tabi bölünmüştü. Ve sonra Titan'ın saldırdığını görmüştük. Şimdi ben oyuna girmeden az önce, yani 2-3 saniye önce teyit etmek için internete yazdım. Jill ve Clive kan bağı şeyi değil, kan bağı yok aralarında. Kuzey, işte bizim az önce saydığımız Kuzeylilerle daha önce yapılan bir savaşta Jill bir şey olmuş işte. Rosaria güçleri yani Jill'i şey yapmış, kurtarmış diyebiliriz yani. Sonra da Rosaria ailesi tarafından sahiplenilmiş. Yani kan bağı yok aralarında. Bunu öğrendim girmeden önce. O yüzden artık ikisinin ilişkisini shipliyorum.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Gov gave you the news then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on.
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk.
Understood.
Ah, if it isn't let's see now. Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are read.
You know what they say? A little knowledge.
We are going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka.
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost, but to fully understand the presence... Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
İşe yarayacak gibi.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmek, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging, and so the stage will soon be set for your heroic. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buick Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate. Then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way. And so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine.
All right.
Lead on.
Direkt şey yapıyor, gönderiyor. Normalde yukarıdan aşağı inecektik ya.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I thought I was ready for this, but
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Capital punishment.
this isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Come here, motherfuckers. Protect some opponents will cast protect spells to raise defense barrier around their allies that shields them from melee attacks. When engaging protected targets, either hit by one can roll their heads. Avoid using your sword and instead employ magic to quickly magic dediğin gibi skill'lerini kullanıyor.
There's only one way to punishment.
what we have here.
Gentlemen, out of our way. This one.
city or die.
Çok açık söyledi abi.
Get him.
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Evet, oyunun başlangıç sahnesine geri dön.
All right.
Ah, ah, şurada eğitimi yapardık. Adam da öldü, adamın eşi de öldü. Vatanımız küller altında. Küller altında değil de küllere dönüştü de diyebiliriz yani.
Set her loose.
They have a curl.
And we are dominant yani, what the fuck.
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
It's building up to something.
They need to stop it. Whatever it takes. It's down.
Then let's make this count. Get up. This one.
Didn't stand a chance against me.
Jill!
Şerefsiz.
We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say Lord Rosfield?
Evet, canını okuyacağım
I've
sana.
been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company.
Sen bittin oğlum.
Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Birilerinin canı çok fena yanacak abi.
Fuck.
Now, on to the festivities.
Oy, Torgal yine bir comeback. İşte köpek.
That's just great, that is.
Bu da yarı köpek
I
sayılır yani.
suppose it's up to me then.
Öyle bir burun yok, onu söyleyeyim öncelikle. Gav'ın burnu bizi kurtarır bence. Şerefsiz. Kafamızı kestirtecek.
Headsman!
Eyvah.
Where do you want me? You! Bring the prisoner!
Yes, no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Helal lan sana Gav. Adam oyun başından beri o kadar çok işe yaradı ki. Aynı şey Torgal için de geçerli.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle, but the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh?
Gav'ın kılıcı değişmiş.
Nearly forgot.
Bizim de değişmiş galiba. Ben bu kılıcı aldığımı
Hold on,
hatırlamıyorum.
Jill. I'm coming. I have to get to the courtyard. Don't you let her die.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Hadi lan Torgal. Yap hareketini oğlum. Ne bu abi? Ne ara bu noktaya vardık? Üf. Ne oluyor?
Jill, can you stand?
Tamam abi bir şey olmadı ya.
Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
Need this?
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here.
Abi Torgal
Toggle, thank you.
Great
Care to explain what the fuck your dog just did?
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you two.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
Kaan aldınız öyle.
I thought Bad News always keeping his grease.
Böyle zehir mi? Bu arada. Jill'in son hareket beni eskrim yaptığım günlere götürdü.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful. I promise you, Sid. You'll die by my hand.
Şimdi tahta oturuyordur kesin.
You're late. Trouble on the
Yok
way.
oturmuyormuş.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No!
Pişman olacaksın oğlum, yaptıklarının bedelini ödeyeceksin.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you. You killed her.
I did.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust. Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my hands!
What a stupid dream.
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them.
Aynen öyle.
You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy. Now die!
Çok iyi. Çoktan hazırları yapılan ölümcül bir saldırı. Burada da oynuyor ha. Bir de ana boss olduğu için tek tek her şey benim şahsi olarak gözlemem gerekiyor.
Die by my hand, Crossfield. My hatred for you is unending. And real thing. Let this palace be your grave.
Üzüldüğüm tek şey şimdi bu full titan moduna geçecek. Biz şu an bu farkı bitirdikten sonra size kale yok olacak yani mirasımız. halkımızı ve diğer insanları kurtarıp bir araya getirerek şehri yeniden inşa ederiz.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. As always.
Balık adam oldu abi.
The earth will always be my domain.
Bonustan güçlerini almam lazım. Bir an kulaklıma ses çıkarmayı bıraktı da. Ben de ne oldu diyorum Xbox. Kolumun şarjı bitmiş. Misafirim varken full şey yaptık da onu kullandık da. Şu ikisini kullanmış mıydık acaba? Deneyelim. Gücünü mü emedi? Dönüşemedi abi full titana.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Ah! Ah! Ah! Ah! Ah! I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Kim lan?
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Şeye benziyor. İmparatorluktan birine benziyor. Ama Mitos dedi.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
Nothing we can do.
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright.
Kızın kafa uçuyordu.
It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Neyse kale sağlam. Bir gün geri döneceğiz buraya, merak etme Clive. Evimiz olduğu gibi bizi bekliyor. Twilight Rose, revisit the past.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place.
Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. The question is...
And what the hell were those royalists doing?
I was wondering...
Otto may have heard something.
And I'll talk to
The lawsman. About
your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before. I'm betting what I want to know is... What happens after? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it could...
Right.
That'll do.
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
Oğlum babasına çok benziyor. Allah. Şuna baksana. Bolts from the blue. The power of Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Titan's essence. Attuning with the Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic elements.
Otto. Is now a good time? She's been better.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's...
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled. No leads yet.
Right.
There he is.
Sen de
All right,
kimlisin?
Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
What storeroom was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Hopeless romantic.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only...
And I've been...
Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to... That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use. But I'm helping no one stuck. I've studied enough. I know that I can help the people here.
Well. All right.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Bu kimdi ya? Bir tane küçük çocuk vardı diye hatırlıyorum ama hiç tam da hatırlayamıyorum şu an.
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow.
Is that everything?
For now, I'll let you know.
Ya sanki hatırlıyorum, ufak bir çocuk vardı gibi
Where to
ama.
start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Aynı zamanda hatırlamıyorum da. Hasta, hopeless romantic abi, biz sana hiç yardımcı olabileceğimizi sanmıyorum. Bu ne abi?
Oh, Clive!
The patrons, what does that mean?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation. Is everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing set quests or defeating notorious marks will earn renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Tamam. Visit the journey at the Patron's Whisper in the Highways Mass to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Hard struggle of a girl, you marry. You may band of outlaws, dashing deeds of daring do, or all the token of ladies of the court we have gathered together several items of her.
There you are. All yours.
Our order is one built on pride, but doesn't mean we are too proud to give thanks, but our thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The Blood Axe.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Always something in there.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Oh, bother.
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got those girls' rags are so threadbare. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes.
Of course not.
Oh, you see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in North. They don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt.
And you'd help?
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red.
Abi quest olduğunu bilmiyordum ya. Kabul etmezdim.
He said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
Not reach falan diyor abi. Neyse şu görevi yapmak için hemen bir gidip geleyim ya. Keşke kabul etmeseydik de farkında olmadan yaptım yani.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown?
Just some linen. 2
Apologies, but your item. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic. My mother thinks it might be bandits. But
It usually is.
yes, hopefully carrying all. Wait.
Going to find it.
Oh.
Burası şey değil mi? Avgar'da yendikten sonraki yer. Aynen öyle olması lazım.
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it.
Who's gonna buy my wares now?
Is there something...
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely...
But it was you who...
Only after that feather-brained trap, I demand recompense. Be it in coin, or the items you carry.
These goods are expected in Northreach.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
Did someone from the market send you? Please, please, yeah.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Oi! Killer!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Hadi abi haydi böyle üstü indirelim de. Hadi oradan devam.
All right.
Did he hurt you?
No, he seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded. My shipment is safe, and my lively...
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach.
So you and my mother were right.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order... Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the vet...
Oh, I almost forgot. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along. I've also added a few extra lengths of our fine free of charge.
Teşekkürler.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do.
Gerçekten öyle.
Just
It's the
that
least
done
you
then.
can do yani.
Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clive,
İki çocuğun yüzü
sorry again
gülsün.
for sending you all that way.
Don't worry. I believe this will more than...
Let's see here. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm speaking of which.
I don't. This one?
I've a mind to give a piece to... Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right.
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territory, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the...
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh. Some...
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way.
We'll see, I suppose.
Demek ki kıyafetleri bu yapmış ha. Evet, açıklamayı da buradan elde ediyormuşuz. Bizim için de ilginç. Yani doğrular derecede oldu. Zaten oyuna girmeden önce demiştim.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses. Their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time. Sackcloth.
Shirley's got her work cut out.
Tamam, çocuklar mutlu.
Jill looked white as a sheet when it was.
Was wondering where Maid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it...
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn.
Was it a...
I have a commission. She requires... Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. Was she planning to... I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Clive. I'm saying for you, dear. No scratches, all right? And? What do you need? I'm saying for you, dear. Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine. Back, are ya? What do you want? You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
Güzel bakayım. İlginç bir kılıç.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear.
Oraya nasıl iniyoruz bilmiyorum. Umarım buradan iniyoruz diyeceğim de burası bir yere varmıyordu. Asansörle inelim.
Should be enough to keep... How do, Master?
Bardolph. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, so naturally I thought...
Well, I'd love to help the young miss, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes neat. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but... It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that, you know, the one over at Martha's Rest?
That's right. And I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Contrasting grains of gear. You're down roll. That's what.
Ah, Clive. What bring?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter.
I don't mind if he don't. Rolf.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. No, as far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
Hızlıca abi yürümemiz gerekecek. Gayet koş bakayım.
She had a man a Grieger. Please, teach me how to fight.
If you're still here when my shift is over, I'll spar with you.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats sacking board. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while,
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts.
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you.
This ship is like home.
Over here!
That should do it.
Thank you, son.
How long is it since the village was...
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the... Must be nigh on a decade since the last... Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to you. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Üç tane daha geliyor ha demek.
Right, Clive? You've all...
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of...
That's brilliant! Thanks, Clive.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to it. I can't...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Hani abi vericili abi. Today, check entire. Today, Clive visited infantry ham with wrestle laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest arm so that he could another hour later. He was living behind the time he disappeared. The next time he comes from it, I'm tying him.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies.
So you shall. We need you in one piece, Jill.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Çocuklar giymiş mi
White as a
kıyafetlerini?
sheet when they brought her back. Dread to think what happened in Rosabith.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but in one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frost wolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his name, was Fenrir.
Benim kurdumun ismi de Fenrir bu arada.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe a girl from the Northern Territories, one, awakens as the dominant.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as if just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards...
Quite. His latent birthright as a frost wolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torg.
You're an even fighter.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torg. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with...
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers, just you wait. I'll make...
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Let's see your workshop.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour for a dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circle. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely...
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I would...
Clive, have you got a minute?
You got a minute,
We,
Clive.
have a guest.
A guest?
Kim abi?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Amcası.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
Ne alaka Uncle şimdi? İmparatorluk almış abi burayı.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Ya şuna bakar mısın abi? Ortalığı çekiştiriyor. Seninle de hesaplaşacağız.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Ama bir saniye. Arkadaşların bir cevap vermesini bekliyorum. Ona göre ya devam edeceğim ya da bir saniye.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
The little ones have been up to their old... It's just one thing after another around here.
Uncle Byron.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you...
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales, which is why I came. To learn the full truth.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was.
Then I have questions for you. Please.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000! Şahane.
And I'm afraid that...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists, come here and I'll show you.
Show us. Şöyle mi dolaştılar?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, Had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Yolunda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Niye my life abi, kendi hayatını ortaya şey yap bak.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe.
You have a key, and you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned.
Very well, but be quick about it, my...
Yanlışlıkla 2 konuşma geçtim. Ya bir tanesini geçtim de yani.
Lid's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy them. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal feat. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
So,
Yine yanlış 2 tane geçtim.
what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on her.
Tuşa yanlış 2 kere basıyorum bazen.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
All right.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
The Riddle of the Sands.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the end?
So, the old cook has found them.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Güzelmiş.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Yani Assassin's Creed karakterlerine benzedik.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Titan üst katta değil mi böyle? Lan? Joshua? Mı? Evet.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Aynı yerde 3 ekip ha. Titan, Joshua ve biz. Sanırsam. Sanmıyorum Titan'ın burada olduğunu ama.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Çoktan başkente
That'll be
götürmüşler.
Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Diablo! Take him!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Clive?
Bir önceki değil miydi? Yok, burasıymış.
What is it now?
Havuçlarını yemiyor muydu o çocuk da?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Lights and pods!
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. Mustn't bear on.
Anything I can help? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the old. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our market.
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't have.
No.
Well.
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig. But he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
many times do I have to tell you? It's not.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm a long-standing pillar of your community, I believe.
Then you should ask Fer. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually...
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense! What candles?
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. You know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping...
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange...
Just look! Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
He wanted us to...
Though one could hardly call that.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat...
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed. A fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now? Calling them...
That isn't my decision. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She...
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Şu görsel güzel olarak.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs
The
and...
finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. So it was that. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since... Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of...
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of... Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago...
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man. But enough of the pleasantries. I want you to put an end to the trouble. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be...
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with...
What did you...
My apologies. Follow the Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for...
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this pup.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Şimdi şöyle yapalım. Normalde devam edip oyunu şöyle yüksek ihtimal 1,5-2 saattir oynuyorum. Dur bakayım ne kadar olmuş. 2 saat aynen. Oyun genelde böyle 3-3,5 saatlik aralarda hani bırakacak şekilde yapmışlar genelde storyleri. Hani şu an 2 saatin üzerine şöyle bir 1-1,5 saat daha oynasak yüksek ihtimalle Draxfang'e gidip Kupka'yla hesabımızı görürüz ama şimdi 10 dakika arkadaşlar oyun gireceğiz. Girmeden önce birazcık mutfakta abur cubur carçut falan yapayım. Güzel ilerliyoruz. En azından Kupka'nın gücünü emdik. Onu biliyoruz. Sonra yani şu an için bu kadarlık yeter. Devam edeceğiz. Bakalım Kupka'yla hesabımızı görüp kafasını nasıl keseceğiz. En azından Clive öyle istiyor.